Hi, I'm Lou. Another episode of My Car Story. We're out here in St. Charles, Illinois at the Pontiac, what do they call it, the Indian Uprising?
Yep.
And come on out, see some of the best Pontiacs at Pheasant Run in Illinois and St. Charles. And Larry, what's your last name?
Sellers.
Larry Sellers, and you are the original owner of this car.
That's correct.
What are we looking at?
It's a 72 Pontiac Trans Am. It's in Lucerne Blue. It's a 455 HO. It's a 4-speed car, and there was less than 458 of them built in 72.
Oh, great. Thank you, bud. I'll grab the camera as I usually do. So,
Okay.
Larry, come on back for a second. Stand right next to me. Stand right over here with me. Let's get a feature of what we've got here today. First of all, a 72 Pontiac Trans Am. I'm blown away, first of all, that it's unrestored. It's just great. How many of these do you see when you're riding around or at your car shows?
I see them, but not original cars. A lot of restored ones.
Okay.
Fewer in blue because that was the lesser produced.
And
Most of them are in white.
And the nice chin scoop and the beautiful single headlights. And I'm just featuring some of the pieces on here. Now, you were sharing something with me that I didn't know. I just want to show this too. The original owner, never restored, and I want to give people the chance to feature that so they can just pause at any point, because really this is like a time capsule, this car. I mean, you're just not gonna see this. Wow. Come on with me. Were the wide 60 ovals, is that all original? Is that how that was?
Well, these are remakes, but this is the original tire that came with the
Really?
car.
So that this type of tire,
Yep.
with this type of car, the wide 60 ovals.
Yep.
And what's the reaction people give you when you're driving this?
Most of them say, I had one of these.
Really?
Which is not true.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah,
The actual working vent.
Yep. Yep. Has the functional hood.
Little, kind of the baby scripting, right? It wasn't all about the big.
Yep.
And the functional, that actually opens up.
Yep.
When you step on it, it
Yeah, when
opens
you
up.
hit the throttle, that'll open up.
And I just want to feature the top here. Check out that stripe and the back. I'll show it from the side. A real neat tail, right? We've got a chrome bumper on the back, and you notice the rubber on the front, and real clean down the side. Let's step back just a little bit to take it in. Come on with me, Larry. I'm curious, how many miles do you have on it?
20,600.
And you've had this, so you don't take this out?
No, there was a stretch there that the car sat in the garage for 10 years. I never touched it.
Wow. Well, what's made you bring it back out?
Just taking it to shows. I've had it to some of the bigger shows. It was at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals
Yeah.
in Rosemont. And
We're a big fan of that show.
oh yeah, it's a great show. I was there in 2012 with the car.
Yeah.
And so I like to go to the bigger shows and some small town shows too.
Well, I am, I walk around, I get the chance to see a lot of cars, and there's certain things that just stop you. First, let's have you open the door. First of all, it stopped me just the fact that it's a 72 Trans Am, which is really kind of cool. I just want to get that sticker on the side, because like you said, it's all original. And that's pretty neat. And then big wide doors. And there's the 4-speed, the pedals, and kind of some room in the back seat, actually.
Yeah, it's for kids.
Yeah, they could fit in there, and it gives you the feel of it. What are these? Just vents for the
these are
air?
vents, the bottom vent and then the top vent.
Okay, and
because it didn't have air conditioning.
Do I see back there the high beam? Also,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
got it.
Yep.
Brake release.
And
Pontiac-
the turn dash, that was really big. Everybody loves the turn dash.
Yeah, that is cool.
And the interior is pretty much 100% original.
100% original.
And you can even
Unrestored
smell
car.
that. It still smells like it.
Yeah, it still smells great. Little Trans Am up there. Now, what was here? There's nothing ever there.
If you had air conditioning, that was a vent.
Okay, got it. And then the neat Pontiac piece there. You can see where I've got my hand here on the the piece here and the box here for some storage. Let's open the hood.
Okay.
So Larry, out of all the cars in the world, why did you have to get a Trans Am back in when you were 19?
Well, what I was looking for was a Formula 455 is what I was after.
Really?
But because they were on strike for 6 months, I couldn't order a car. And I happened to be at this Pontiac dealer in Chicago, and they had this sitting there, and the salesman talked me into it. He says, you'd rather have the Trans Am than the Formula. So I bought the car.
And your last name again?
Seltzer.
And the Pontiac dealer was?
Seltzer Pontiac.
Seltzer Pontiac.
Yep.
I thought it was maybe I was like, oh, wait a minute, did I just say the same thing? Okay, it wasn't the same thing, but pretty close. Aren't you, you can thank that salesman now, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talk about
Yeah,
making
the car was sitting there, and we were 30 feet away, and he says, that's the car you want? He says, it's going 100 miles an hour, and the motor's not running. And I says, yep, that's what I'd like.
Yeah, that is really something. You can see the plastic grills in there and stuff. All right, let's, while we've got the hood open, let's, we can't start it too long because as you can see, we're indoors.
Yeah.
But let's start it for just a second, and we'll get a little exhaust note, and then we'll shut it down, and we'll have you come on back out. There's the tag there as well. Smooth. It's smooth. Nice. Oh, that definitely says Pontiac. All right, let's shut that off. Doesn't that say Pontiac with that loping? Bump, bump,
Oh, yeah.
bump, bump.
Nothing like a Pontiac.
Yeah, there's a smile, no doubt. Come on out. Well, Larry, shut the hood. And we'll have you stand right next to it. Stand right next to it. Still feels good every time you get in it, doesn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. It's a blast to drive.
Larry, thanks for sharing your original car with us. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
Okay, thank you.